Hello, everyone. I'm Andy from ThinkMo. I am currently teaching CCIE courses. From today on, I'm going to share with you CCNA, CCNP, CCIE related technologies. Our topic today is differences between BGP and other protocols. What's the difference? In the previous video, we talked about concept of independence from AS. Its routing control is more flexible. For BGP, it has more strategies, such as the common use of OSPF, ISAS, EIGRP. These dynamic routing protocols are commonly used. Route policy. The corresponding route is controlled. The use of the policy is connected to the aspect. There are some limitations, like OSPF, ISIS. They belong to the link state routing protocol. EIGRP belongs to distance vector routing protocol. We've seen that before. Link state routing protocol do. It passes the state of the link. These policies are mainly aimed at filtering at the route level. So in the process of routing control, for example, OSPF performs filtering. It has a problem of direction. Where does the policy hang to take effect? Combine strategies in specific places. Do routing control. So it's not very controlling. The degree of control over routing is not very sufficient. Of course, distance vector routing protocol can be well controlled. However, it is not as flexible as BGP. For the BGP routing protocol, it doesn't matter which direction you're on which device. It all has corresponding properties. You can control these entries accordingly. Secondly, BGP routing protocol. BGP in the strict sense. It's not a routing protocol. BGP itself does not produce routes. It has no routing entry. Run like OSPF. It must have routing entries. EIGRP, ISASIS all the same. The neighbor establishes the route entry to have. If BGP does not declare itself, it doesn't introduce itself. It doesn't have. On one hand, ISASIS based on the data link layer. That's 2 floors above. In OSPF, EIGRP is based on IP. BGP is based on port 179 of TCP. It is similar to the protocol above the application layer. For example, HTTP, HTTPS. TCP, we all know it's reliable. That is, relatively speaking. BGP applies to OSPF and ISIS. More reliable. The control of the route will also be more flexible. We talked about that in the previous video. Since BGP is running, it proves that the device has the right to set up and manage independently. You cannot operate other people's BGP devices. This is usually the case. For example, China Unicom and Telecom interconnection. It is impossible for telecom administrators to operate Unicom's network. Unicom's administrator is also impossible to operate the telecom network. So we can't operate each other's equipment. To achieve routing control, OSPF, ISIS, and EIGRP are usually unavailable. BGP does. So some of the rules of the road, like the MED principle and its local preference, local priority, and some other origin properties, to achieve flexible applications. Control of routing entries is more convenient. So that's BGP and other agreements. That's it for today. If there are any other skills you'd like to learn, feel free to leave a message or send me a private message. If you're interested in what I'm talking about, hope to like and subscribe more. Thank you. See you next time.